podcast. And then it's like, I don't know if you've ever seen like the jokes, you know, the dudes will do a podcast and then they'll get on there and they won't have nothing to talk about.
True.
They'll be like, so what do you do today?
I mean, that is true.
But I think a lot of times people don't really, I don't know if it's because they're nervous or it's like they don't have nothing to talk about.
Like, it's kind of like a...
Or they don't want to be themselves.
Yeah, that is true. Like being authentic is like the best way to do it, bro. Because it's like, why fake it, bro? Just be yourself. People don't like it, they don't like it. If they do, they do.
I think most of the time people like when you're yourself, especially kind of if you're not cynical. That's not the right word. Controversial.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like some people, a lot of people like that.
Bro,
a lot of people.
That's why World Star's so big, bro. It's
true.
like,
yeah, that's very true.
People love seeing the fucking circus. I guess, you know.
That is
people
true.
acting the food.
World Star's been a thing since
I already know, bro.
Early 2000s.
Since I was in like fucking middle school, high school, bro. You always heard every time there was like a fight.
Yeah, World Star.
World
You
Star.
still hear it.
You still, yeah,
you
bro.
Still
To this,
that.
yeah, to this
I don't
day,
even
bro.
know people still use World Star. Because it's kind of like the whole internet is World Star.
Well, now it's like TikTok and fucking social media,
That's
Facebook,
true.
Instagram, all that shit.
If you see fights on TikTok or anywhere, people still say World Star.
Yeah.
And it's not even on World Star.
I say World Star too, bro. When I see people like at a gas station, like beefing or like one time in the morning, I went to like a gas station to get some drinks before work, and then there was this dude. He was like it's like 50s, something like that. He was buying lottery tickets, bro, and like, you know, in the mornings, I'm like, bro, I got like 5 minutes to get in and get out.
Right.
And this man won't buy a lottery, and then somebody's behind me, and the next thing you know, she was like, I wish she'd hurry up. And I'm like, oh shit. And then he turns around, you don't say nothing, keeps on doing his lottery, he starts going slower. And then, you know, she started being all passive aggressive and all, acting all fucking, I don't know, super impatient and entitled.
I don't blame her.
Bro. I mean, I was in a mix, bro, because I'm like, man, he's old, bro. Let him do his thing. But at the same time, I'm like, I feel it. But I'm over here, like, when he turned around, he was about to say something. I reached for my phone, like,
just ready for it.
About to push record, like, all right, let me see what's about to happen this morning. So,
yeah, they don't care. They be just trying to run their numbers.
Oh,
man.
bro, that's I mean,
early in the morning, that's the best time to do it. I ain't never done it.
No, I don't. Lotteries is too much for me, bro. And I'm kind of I got Coco's luck. I just inherited ever since we got married.
What that mean, bad luck?
She's or none. One of those two. So it's.
Damn, that's fucked up.
I mean, it is what it is, bro. She'll tell you herself, bro. She's like, I got the worst luck. And when she told me that, I was just like, when we first started dating, she told me that, and I never believed her. And then like years and years of like unlucky
examples.
shit.
Yeah, just a bunch of examples.
And I'm just like, bro, maybe you are like. She got me convinced. Yeah, and then I feel like it started passing to me because it feels like anytime I'm late, like when I was late today, bro. Anytime I'm late, I feel like I catch every red light.
Oh, me too.
And the rage builds, bro.
Yeah, me too.
Then I'm just like, fuck it, I'm running through these ones, bro.
Yeah, this light right up here, this little turn light.
Yeah. Oh yeah, bro. It's the worst.
It makes me so mad. And it's like, once you catch one, you catch every single one,
bro.
And then one light might be green, but then it turns yellow at the worst possible time.
Which, bro, there should be like a law where like, if you got a red light and nobody's coming, you should be able to just go. Why not, bro?
I feel that. If
there's
no
like,
traffic.
Yeah, it would save me so much time. Cause I swear to God, I'm gonna be like Randy Moss if I get pulled over. Like, fuck you, man. I ain't trying to deal with this shit.
Randy Moss, what you do?
Remember he got pulled over and she pretty much was like, I'm Randy Moss to this female cop and just pulled away. So
I'd have let him go.
But yeah, Randy Moss, that guy.
I'd let him go.
He was a character.
I didn't even hear about that.
There's a lot of stuff people don't hear about, like fucking what was that one dude? Fucking was it Ray Rice?
Ray Rice.
The guy who
beat his wife.
Yeah. I mean, he didn't beat her. He just just gave her a quick little
the 1-2.
One piece, yeah.
Chris Brown.
Hey, bro, It wasn't Chris Brown, bro, because she went to bed. She went straight to sleep, bro. There was no bedtime story.
Instant.
I don't condone domestic violence,
Yeah.
but he gave her one of them Saitama joints, boy. One of them.
That's
Yeah.
fucked up, man.
It is fucked up. Which, I mean, I feel like, especially with football players, that happens more than basketball players. You gotta think maybe like, what is that head injury?
CTE.
Yeah, CTE. Maybe a lot of the dudes got that, bro, and they just.
Especially as a running back, you know, somebody who's always getting hit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the positions that you see a lot of injuries in, running back, wide receiver, shit like that.
And then like you can see like the behavior changes too, like Antonio Brown. You remember that?
Yeah, that hit.
Was it the Bengals he was playing?
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah, it was that. Yeah, bro, and that dude got hit. I think over like a slant route.
Vontez Perfect, good him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he fucked him up.
Yeah, he went. I think he was unconscious, bro. Like that's how.
Yeah, I
That's how
remember.
bad it was.
I remember it. I remember that hit actually, vividly.
Yeah, it's like,
That
bro,
fucked
like
him
it's NFL hits. Like every big NFL hit, like
Oh,
I
yeah.
can, if I think about it, I can freaking see that shit.
Yeah, they say that that hit fucked him up.
Oh yeah.
It definitely did.
So and then look at him now, bro. Like what, 5 years later, 6 years later, he's almost like a completely different person, bro.
He's still talented.
He's great, bro. Like it's talent wise, but like when you're building a sports team, bro, like if I was a coach or a GM, like you could be the most talented player in the world, but if you're not like a good teammate or approachable or like, you know, work well with others, like then I kind of rather have the guy who buys in than the guy who's just everybody buying the me or I'm gonna do my own thing.
Yeah, it's definitely it's definitely part of the business for sure. Because I mean, Le'Veon Bell, you know, another. I mean, he didn't have CTE, but like the whole tapping in.
Oh yeah, that was. I feel like Le'Veon was like an ego thing, really, bro.
That's it's like because he wanted his contract,
yeah.
and then he did all that shit, and then he left, and he wasn't.
Where did he go, to the Jets?
Yeah.
The oh god, don't get me started on the Jets, bro.
That's just why I think every time a player holds out on a contract, I would just let them walk. I mean, I don't really care how good they are or what they've contributed. It's just, I think it kind of shows. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so if you're the Brooklyn Nets, are you familiar with what's going on with the Kyrie? So if you're the Brooklyn Nets, you're like, bye Kyrie, bro.
Well, that's tough because
he got him ransom, bro. Gun to the head, like.
That's what I'm saying. It's like they're both. It's like if they get rid of him, then they have to give up a lot to get rid of him.
I mean, true, but that's what I feel like, man. And it sucks. And I wonder if that's the reason why KD left or is trying to leave. Cause fucking yeah, bro. Like, how do you go dealing with like a Steph Curry to like a Kyrie Irving? Like how, like what the personality types was just so.
He tried to prove that he could do it by himself. Well, not by himself, but like
do it on his own or build his own team. Which, I mean, that's commendable, I guess. But at the same time, bro, would it have been a better legacy to be a part of probably the greatest team or the greatest teams ever or the greatest dynasty ever?
I mean, yeah, I guess, but
because I mean, like say for instance he came back or he stayed. I think they could have won it last year because they pretty much have almost the same team, just added Clay and then like a healthy Draymond and Steph. But I think they could have did it last year. I think they could have did it this year if KD's on the team. Like I don't see anybody beating them. So he could have had 6-7 rings.
Well,
and then have that be his legacy rather than the guy who won 2 rings and then won one.
Well, he just got
somewhere else.
He just got his feelings hurt.
Yeah,
when Draymond told him that they could win without him.
He did. And they did, bro. Yeah. I mean, that's probably why he asked for a trade, to be honest, bro, because, oh, man, talk about foreshadowing, bro. It was
definitely a foreshadow.
Yeah, he spoke that shit into existence.
Yeah, then he went to Brooklyn and kind of completely blew up the franchise, even though I saw a picture and it said
that. Bro, like I said, bro, I blame that on Kyrie. That's Kyrie and his ego, bro. He got I'm not a psychologist or nothing. I'm pretty sure he's a little bit of a narcissist, if not a full blown one, because it's pretty much all about him.
Yeah.
And if you fuck everybody else, if you don't like it, then oh well, I'm Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, I don't really know where it went wrong with him either, because it's just like, how do you sit out the whole season?
Yeah, exactly. And I like, even going back when I played football or played other sports, bro. Like when I sat out for either academic reasons or like disciplinary reasons, and you looking out there and your team's losing, and like how do you? I mean, I felt like shit. Like damn, bro, just because my actions, we're out here and it's affecting us. But
because you're a team player.
I mean,
bro.
exactly. So I guess some people don't feel that way. Some people, especially in the NBA, like you can definitely tell the people who love the game and the people who love the money or the lifestyle that it provides.
Yeah, but like the thing with Kyrie is when he was in Cleveland and then LeBron came back and they won that championship, it was like something after that. I don't know what happened after that.
Yeah, maybe he got it too early, bro. Like maybe he never got that hunger of I'm a great player who's never won a title because he won it so early, so he kind of got it out the way. He had nothing else to look forward to.
I mean, maybe, but I think another thing, like the whole in the media type controversial thing was like the COVID vaccine, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like he couldn't play with the vaccine or whatever. But
that
you know what I mean? So it's like then it just started kind of in a short span of time, it just felt like it started an avalanche of
oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But then didn't he miss some time for something, bro. It was back in like January, February. He missed like 3 weeks because of personal issues or whatever.
His
mental issues, which I mean, it must be nice, bro. Because I wish I could be like, hey man, I need like 2 weeks.
Yeah, I'm just not feeling right.
I'm not feeling right, bro. I wish, shit. If I did that, boy, 2 weeks later,
you wouldn't have a job.
I'm gonna go ahead and try to badge in. The motherfucker ain't gonna work.
Yeah, let's say you can take 2 weeks
off. Yeah, go ahead and take two. Go ahead and take them. Or be like Amazon. Amazon, when they fire you, boy, they do it so savage. We're promoting you to customer. You remember that shit?
I don't remember that.
Oh my god, bro, that was a little like back in the day. It used to be a thing like if you do this or if you piggyback or like let somebody in the building that ain't supposed to be in there, they're gonna promote you to customer.
Yeah.
Like damn.
I didn't even know they did that.
Yeah, bro.
They would do that.
Yeah, that's Amazon for
They
you.
definitely would do that.
Amazon, all that bullshit.
But I guess I'll do the intro. That was a little epilogue. I don't even know what episode this is. 6? 5? Did you just look it up?
No.
You didn't look it up?
Yeah, but I got that recall.
I don't. I trust you, but I just want to make sure I get it right.
5.
It might be 5.
90%.
Let's see. Yeah, it's 5.
Hey!
You were on the last one, so.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, so this is episode 5 of Boosin BS'in. Different setup, not Zoom this time.
Yeah. It's different.
Kind of make baby steps.
Yeah.
It's been how long ago was that we did the last one?
It's a month, bro.
About a month?
Yeah. Time flies, huh?
Slacking.
Yeah.
Slacking.
Well,
yeah, it was 4 months. 4 months or 4 weeks, about a month ago.
Mm-hmm.
I think one of the last things we touched on was towards the end of that. I do remember.
Yeah.
Towards the end of that video was the finals.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Warriors were down 2-1.
Yup.
And
Yup. Yup. Hey, bro, it was beautiful. It was the most. I'm not gonna lie, they had us in the first half.
Yeah.
I was a little nervous, but hey, bro, it was.
I mean, I didn't doubt it.
Yeah,
honestly.
every game was close too. Which I'm like, I hate blowouts to be honest. Unless like I gotta work the next morning.
Or it's your team.
Yeah, or it's my team. Well, yeah, but blow their ass out. 30, put 40. It don't matter. You need to get to go to bed early. But yeah, bro. Game. It was what? It was down 2-1, and then they went back to Boston. They won a tough game in Boston.
They had to win in Boston.
Oh yeah. Steph Curry.
If they didn't win in Boston, it was over.
And that was one of those Steph Curry, I'm gonna put the team on my back kind of moments, which I'm not gonna say he's lacked in his career, or like he's like people don't really look at him as like that.
Well, I think it's because he had I mean, he had a healthy Clay
Yeah.
back then. You know what I mean? So he had and KD.
Oh yeah, KD was.
So I mean,
Yeah, that was.
he had two players that could kind of take over when he wasn't doing well.
Oh yeah, bro. And
But I mean,
he did.
they have a lot of young players that came and played really well. So.
Oh, bro, like Jonathan Kuminga, that guy. Look out for him.
Mainly,
About 5 years, he's gonna be a beast.
shit, mainly Jordan Poole
Yeah,
and
Jordan Poole,
Kevon Looney.
Kevon Looney. That was a surprise to me, bro, because this guy, and he was like, he's an Iron Man. Did you know he played every game this season?
Yeah,
all
I saw
82
that.
games.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's crazy, bro. Like, so yeah, he's a beast. And like some of them games, he had like a couple. I know in the playoffs he had a couple 20 rebound games and stuff like that.
Yeah,
He had a 24-point game at one point. I'm like,
Yeah.
where the hell did this come from? You know, like.
He's just been grinding, man.
Yeah.
He's been on the team for a while, so
And bro, and that goes to show you, bro, like Golden State's probably the best organization in the
Development.
NBA.
like developing players.
Oh, bro, player development, even finding players. Like, who would think that Klay Thompson would be as great as he is, or who would think that Draymond Green would be as great? I wouldn't say he's like
He's very smart.
superstar, but yeah, as
He's
far
very
as
smart.
like he can affect the game like as like a chess game, you know.
Because he's not scoring.
Oh no, I mean, yeah, he doesn't score at all, but he does pretty much all the dirty work.
He does the Dennis Rodman. He plays the Dennis
he's
Rodman
like
role.
he's a modern day
Yeah.
Dennis Rodman. Yeah, so I can give him that.
So I will give him his crown of greatness when it comes to like.
Oh yeah, he's a first ballot Hall of Famer, hands down.
He definitely does his job.
Yeah,
Plus more.
and then he kind of created a new position for the game. Really, that point forward.
I mean, I guess in his point forward role, because I mean,
Yeah.
you know, you look at somebody like Lamar Odom. He was like the first point forward.
Yeah,
But he was a scorer.
Yeah, he was a square. He wasn't really much of a playmaker, but
Yeah.
like,
Draymond definitely did kind of revolutionize that.
yeah,
That forward who can kind of be everywhere.
Yeah, and
I
then
mean,
how
he guards everywhere.
yeah. And then like as far as like a lockdown defender, a great playmaker, like great screen setter, good communicator, like on
LeBron
defense.
James.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say he's even on that level as far. I feel like Draymond does all those things great, but like LeBron doesn't like, and like, bruh, I don't even like LeBron for real.
Oh, I was saying LeBron like kind of revolutionized the power forward position.
But hasn't he always been like
in a sense of like doing everything?
Yeah, but I've always looked at LeBron as like a 3, or like a really big point guard.
Yeah, I mean, I guess
So-
okay. So I guess early in LeBron's career, like he was that guy who was just an incredible forward
Mm-hmm.
who would just do all the scoring and play make like the exciting shit.
Yeah.
But then I would say maybe maybe like in the middle of Miami is when he started being like that everywhere player.
Oh, it was I
You know
remember
what I mean?
it was the second year in Miami
Yeah.
after they lost to the Mavericks. That's when he came on that season. He turned it up.
Yeah.
That's when remember him and D Wade. I remember there's like a what is that, like a wallpaper or a poster. Remember D Wade like through the oop,
Oh yeah,
and then
the way.
he's just like
Yeah.
got his arm back and
That's
LeBron's
hard.
like
That's
that's
hard.
yeah. I think that happened that year, bro. And they won a title that year. I think
They won like 27 straight.
yeah, bro. That was
Yeah.
something crazy, bro. And then
Yeah, that year was nuts.
it was a crazy year for LeBron. And I think was that the Ray Allen shot?
Game
Was
6.
that or
Yeah,
was
game
it the
6.
was? Yeah,
That
it
was
was
that year.
because the
They
last
played
year
the
he was
Spurs.
in Miami,
They
they lost to the Spurs.
Yeah, the Spurs fucked them up that
Yeah,
next year.
hey, bro, the
Like, it was
Spurs,
bad.
and that's actually another like another great organization that people sleep on. Like, I mean, they're not as great as Golden State as far as
they've still
organization.
produced
But
some
they
pretty great
always
players.
they're always solid. Just
Maybe
because
not
their
so
front
much.
office.
Maybe not so much when they left. I mean Kawhi, but like other than that, but inside of the organization,
Mhm.
they produced some really like who the fuck is that?
Mhm.
He's a
Like
great player.
Devontae Murray, I'm like
Oh,
I never heard.
DeJounte.
Yeah.
I like him a lot.
he's
Even though they just traded him to Atlanta, but
hey, that's gonna be a nice little.
they're young. Like
Yeah, I mean that's what you want, bro. Like if you look at Golden State's format, that's what you do.
the Hawks went what, second round of the playoffs, third round, something like that. They didn't lose in the first round, did they? Or did they?
Boston swept the Nets. Milwaukee, was it Milwaukee and Chicago? See, look,
I don't remember.
it might have been Milwaukee, Chicago. Like I said, it was the playoffs are so crazy.
But regardless, you know, the point of the team being young. There's a lot of teams that are young. I mean, Boston isn't young, but they're young.
They're like the middle age.
Because like Jaylen
Brown
and
they're all like
Jason
25,
Tatum,
26.
they've all been there for 7-8 years. So, but I mean, they're all young because started playing when they were 18.
Yeah.
But in NBA years, are starting to like
hit that peak.
They're starting to hit that peak. So same thing with Atlanta. I think you give Atlanta a few more years. I mean, I think they got rid of Herter, which
it's no bueno.
They've still got John Collins. You know, they've still got Trae Young.
I mean, as long as you have like a John Collins and Trae Young, as long as they're there.
And then you add another piece. Like
if you get that extra piece, they might do some things in the East. I don't think it might be 2-3 years from now because I don't see them beating out. I feel like Giannis, bro. Giannis is gonna run the East. I feel like he's gonna be like the next LeBron James.
Yeah, I mean,
he might get 8 title runs in a row. Who knows? Though, it just depends.
Yeah, the thing with Giannis for me is a lot. I mean, obviously, like I see what he is, and I understand what he is, and I respect what he is. Obviously, off the court,
he's great. Yeah, he's a great.
Can't dislike him.
Yeah, bro, he's too likable.
But the thing for me is looking at an NBA player, I just need more. I just need more. Or just, I guess, just keep doing what you're doing.
What do you mean more? Like
shoot.
You want him to shoot more?
I want him to shoot.
I mean, he has.
Because that's what the NBA is. I'm not saying he's not great at what he does already.
True.
But if you want to be even more of a generational player, like if Giannis gets a fucking jump shot, if he gets a jump shot.
It's not even, if he shoots like, I feel it, yeah. If he shoots like 30%, let's say 35% from 3. If it's who's guarding that, bro?
Yeah, it's hard.
You can't. He's like a gazelle when he runs down the fucking court. He's just back and forth real quick.
Yeah, because I'm not saying what he does already doesn't take talent.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously his body helps him.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Physically, all his physical tools. Yeah, he's bigger,
that part
stronger,
helps
faster.
you.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, then you're trash.
Yeah.
Like if you don't take advantage of being 7 foot, then you can move like a fucking shooting guard and rebound like a center. You know what I'm saying? And finish. But like if he didn't do that, then that's a different conversation.
Brings up an interesting conversation though. So, do you think that let's say we reversed NBA players' height. Let's say LeBron James is 6'3", 190 pounds. Do you think he's as good as he is without his physical tools?
Without his physical tools?
Yeah. So without being 6'8", 250 or whatever.
Hell no.
So do you think that puts little players? Does that give them an extra little notch because like not only are they like smaller than everybody, but they gotta refine their skills a little bit better.
With me saying hell no, it's kind of hard to say that because 6'3". I mean 6'3" is still.
I mean 6'3" is bigger than me, so that's a giant to me, bro. So
6'3", if you take away his physical. Yeah. But like, are you still saying he still has his?
Literally
his
everything.
Skills?
He still has his basketball skills. Like it's just he's not 6'8", 250. He's 6'3".
He might be even scarier.
You think he'd be scarier as a 6'3" guard?
6'3" guard going out there and banging and shit? Or are you taking away that banging because he's athletic?
I mean, yeah. You take away, pretty much just take away their athleticism. How great are they?
He might be. Man, that's hard.
Yeah.
That's hard to think about. Because, like, who in the NBA is 6'3"? Like, who's...
I guess Kyrie, Steph, Chris Paul's 6 foot. But even Chris Paul, you give Chris Paul, LeBron James's height and
Chris Paul.
Yeah, he's probably gonna be one of the greatest.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Could you imagine that?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like or even think of Steph Curry. Like, what if you gave Steph Curry Giannis' fucking build?
But he can do everything.
But he can do everything the same.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. It's crazy to think about.
That's a 2K my player. Right?
Yeah, bro. It's literally going to create, going down the fucking.
He got the dribbles. He got the.
Making him 7 foot tall, max shooting, max dribbling.
Yeah, that part. Oh yeah, Steph would be even greater than what he already is.
Oh yeah, bro.
He would literally be like Wilt Chamberlain. Like.
Yeah. Even better, bro.
Like,
Even
my
better.
gosh.
Imagine, like,
if you go back and you look at Wilt, I mean, the era that he played in, he was literally like nobody had ever seen anything like that.
Well, I mean, it's good. I feel like that tarnishes his not tarnishes, but like it lessens his legacy to a degree, just because he played in an era where like, bro, there was no goaltending back then, bro. So
I mean, you know,
the people are like, how you get 50 rebounds? I'm like, cause he's literally they shoot it and he jumps up and catches it before it goes in the rim, because there's no goaltending. So, I mean, he did a lot of great things for the game because of that. Now we have goaltending. Now we have three in the keys. Like great players, like even like Shaq.
Oh yeah. What do they call it? Like they kind of not revolutionized. It's not I know what you're saying though.
It's like they have to make rule changes.
Yeah, they change rules because of you. Yeah.
Like, yeah, bro. So that's definitely a thing.
I mean, I get that. Different eras, but still, again, I mean, if you look at Wilt and him being what he was in that era, if he didn't do the stuff that he did, then you're looking. We
won't be where we're at today.
Yeah, or like Hakeem Olajuwon. I mean, he played in the '80s and shit.
Yeah, he was.
But still, Hakeem was.
Wasn't he the person? I don't know if he's the one who invented the 3 seconds to the basket rule or 5 seconds to the basket rule. I remember there was somebody.
That sounds right. One of them revolutionary bigs that
they were like, "Hey, bro, that shit is so good, it's almost cheating. Like you can't do that.
You can't just stand down there."
Yeah. So,
I mean, but even still, like his skill set was just. I mean, obviously you see big man play like that.
Mm-hmm.
Still.
Oh, bro, I don't think it'll ever go back to.
I mean, I don't think it will.
I wish.
But there's a lot of players that still kind of do it. You know, Jokic plays in the post. Embiid plays in the post.
But like
John Collins plays in the post.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like big.
Like back in the day, like
they've just expanded their range.
But I just feel like back in the day, like the bigs had like better footwork, better like they had better clever moves around the basket, like other than just like a little post hook or a little fadeaway jump shot.
Yeah, but if you look at it nowadays, it's beautiful because it's just so simple.
Yeah.
If you look at it now, you're like, oh shit, he did a sky hook.
Which honestly, I when I was a little kid, I used to try that shit. That shit was hard.
It's hard.
Bro, yeah, I don't think I've ever done it. So
I couldn't. I mean, but you know, again, if you're big, you have to be able to play in the paint.
Yeah.
You have to, because if you don't, then you're soft.
Damn.
You know what I mean? That's just like.
I feel it, and I think that's the scrutiny that Anthony Davis is getting right now.
The scrutiny with him is he doesn't play.
I mean, he got little glass knees, man. Leave him alone.
You got that chip.
That's my UK man.
Yeah,
you know, he brought UK a title. I can't.
Yeah, but the thing about
UK
players, they're so soft. All of them are so soft.
Well, you can't disrespect my.
They're so fake soft. Or they're so fake tough. Devin Booker is the perfect example of that.
I mean, true. I don't think Devin.
His face gets red every time he talks to somebody.
Yeah. Like, I can see your heartbeat.
Yeah. Like Cat, he is so fake. He is so fake.
I remember seeing an interview and like his voice started off high.
Yeah,
and
I saw that.
He's like, oh shit, I gotta put some bass in my voice.
Yeah, I saw somebody put a compilation together of like random clips, and he's like real high pitched.
Yeah.
And then he get in the interview, and he's like, I came out here to do my job. I didn't do my job. I'm like, bro, why? Just hoop.
Yeah.
You don't have to put on this persona. Like, just hoop.
That's just, I mean,
because like look at Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan, he just hooped.
Bro, that's a hard person. Tim Duncan is like...
Yeah, but he just hooped. You've heard stories.
Yeah.
He never talked.
Yeah. I mean, it's the same thing with Kawhi. But that's just playing with Greg Popovich. You play for Greg Popovich, you just...
I mean, I guess.
You take your personality out of your soul.
Yeah.
You put it in the box.
Yeah. You kind of like, you're a robot and he reprograms you like...
Pretty much, yeah, bro. Like, you don't have any, like... Players, I wouldn't want to say like players without any flavor, but like
it was just simple.
Yeah, they were just regular.
It was just simple.
Like they act like dudes who work at like the power plant every day. They show up with their lunchbox and their little backpack. They clock in. They do their job. They clock out and they go home.
He'll drop a 35, 15, and 8.
Yeah,
5 blocks.
Had a good day today. Let me go back home.
We went out there. We did our job. We'll be back in tomorrow.
Yep.
Bro, what? You
just did something amazing. I'm like, that's okay.
I'm just saying.
Like fucking,
like didn't talk.
Yeah, Damian Lillard is kind of like that. He'll shoot like he'll shoot like a deep ass buzzer beater 3 or whatever. Just walk away like that.
Go to the bench.
It's just okay.
Yeah. I feel bad for him, man. I mean, I don't feel bad for him. I just wish he would like. He is a player that I kind of wish at this point, like, okay, go join a team, like, go get you a championship.
To, bro. You don't want to.
That's what I'm saying. He needs to. I know he's from California and Portland's close.
Yeah.
I get it. He went to school at Weber State. You know, it's like, I get it. But, bro, you got to cut the loyalty at some point. You've been in the league 10 years. You ain't even made it to did he make it to the Western Conference Finals or no?
Yeah, it was back the year KD got hurt. The Warriors and the Portland.
Oh, Nurkic got hurt too, didn't he?
Yeah. Well,
if Nurkic didn't get hurt. If Nurkic didn't get hurt, that was a different series. And don't sit there and play like it wouldn't have been. That would have been a totally different series. Because who was guarding the paint?
I mean, but KD was hurt too. And we had DeMarcus Cousins that year.
Well, exactly.
He did. I mean, he did all right. Honestly, when we signed him at the beginning of that season, we had Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Kevin Durant, Draymond Green, and DeMarcus Cousins.
That's good on
paper.
I
was just like, bro, we're gonna destroy everybody. And
but two of those players are injured prone.
Yeah, and it kind of went down here from the injuries. But I mean, when you play like what extra 20, 30 games a season,
but you have to be. That's your job. Like you're supposed to.
I feel it. But
if you go watch a Kobe interview, he's like, if fans come to watch you play, you need to be there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree with that.
But Boogie's different because he's huge.
Yeah.
And he had an Achilles injury. Like that's different.
Yeah, same. I mean, like injuries. Yeah, it's just part of the game, really. Like, there's no, like even working a regular job, bro. Like if you keep doing this motion or doing these motions hundreds of thousands of times a year
that's why my wrist.
Like over a year, bro, you're gonna develop shit. You're gonna get
your body sometimes just doesn't.
It just happens, bro. It's just.
I get that.
Part of life.
I get that.
So I mean,
but still, Damian Lillard needs to go get him a championship.
I agree, but I mean, it wouldn't tarnish his record. It's like I still think that Damian Lillard's probably one of the greatest point guards ever. Not ever,
not
but like
of this generation. He's
of this generation,
top 15,
in like the top between 2010 and 2000 until
easily.
now.
Oh my god,
he's up there in my book. He just doesn't have the accolades that all the other guards
are. It's because Portland doesn't have the media attention.
They don't have. Well, they're a small market.
Yeah.
And also like being on the West Coast, like most people don't watch
They don't watch Portland games.
Because like me, when I gotta watch Golden State, I gotta stay up to like midnight, and I got
those playoff games. They
come
bro.
On 9 Eastern. Be like 12 o'clock, 12:30. I'm like, bro, please stop blowing them out. I want to go to sleep.
Yeah, that is true.
So I mean, I feel like one day he'll get it. Hopefully.
I don't think he will.
Hopefully.
He'll just be another Allen Iverson.
Maybe. Like I said, we don't know what the future is. Who's to say Portland don't figure out how to get a Kevin Durant or sign him?
Kevin is not going to Portland.
That's where he should have went in
He's
the
not.
beginning.
Yeah, that's true.
They should have drafted.
I'm about to call Blum and ask him how he feels about that.
He's probably crying somewhere. Like, bruh, we could have had KD, but we got Greg Oden with the busted knees.
Yep.
Which, like I said, bro, injuries. I mean, like I said, I never want a player to get injured, but it's just, like I said, it's part of the game. And with Greg Oden, bro, he just got bad luck after bad luck after bad luck, because he probably could have been like. There's always those what if athletes. Like the Sean Livingstons, the Derrick Roses,
Speaking of Portland, Brandon Roy.
Yeah, Brandon Roy, Greg Oden, you know, like all these players.
Did you say Sean Livingston?
I did.
Yeah.
He's a warrior. I gotta.
Hey, he's still. I mean,
he won his titles and he got out. Which
he still made an impact.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that little mid-range turnaround,
it was
little
money.
Jumper from
every single time. Every time he shot it, I was like,
yeah. Nobody's seen a guard like he was like what 6'5", 6'7" point guard. Just turn around,
range. Like, come on, bro. Who does that?
I mean, that was him.
But that's an example of. I mean, he didn't like bounce back fully, but he did bounce back.
He came back. It was same with Derrick Rose. I mean, every time they have these catastrophic injuries, it's like it feels like a little bit like this little taken away. It just takes a little bit away.
It just sucks because I mean, Derrick Rose is still in the league and he's still producing.
Yeah.
And he's still Derrick Rose.
But bro, like a lot of people don't know Prime D Rose, man. When he was in the fucking Adidas commercials and catching bodies and
pre-dread.
Yeah,
Rose.
yeah. With the fade.
The fade buzz cut.
Yeah. He was a monster, bro. And then he came out of Memphis, and honestly, like he was a beast in college. Like I don't know if did they win. I don't think they won a national championship, but
I know Coach Cal was his coach.
Yeah, I know. Of course, Coach Cal was his coach, man.
What do you mean, of course? Yeah, Coach Cal hasn't done shit but one championship.
Man, bro, hold on now. Coach Cal. It's
okay,
hard.
Other than recruiting,
it's hard to win a championship, bro. It is hard, especially in college because.
Okay, but if you have 5 stars every year.
But like, listen, bro. Even in college basketball, in the NCAA tournament, the best team doesn't always win. It's not like a 7-game series.
Yeah, but how often does it happen? How often does the team that shouldn't win win?
You got
or Duke, at least make it.
You got Duke,
North Carolina.
No. Duke and Lehigh. Remember that?
Oh. You're talking about
teams.
Just list the teams that made it that shouldn't have.
That made it that shouldn't have.
Yeah, that you're saying that shouldn't have necessarily made it.
Davidson. Back in 2007, they made it and they shouldn't have. What was that? We lost to like a Gardner Webb or some shit like that one time.
No, I'm meaning like what round was that?
To the beginning, like first or second round, it was.
I
bad.
mean like championship. Who made
like
it to the championship that shouldn't have been there? Because I get the run. Like you have to make the run to kind of get there. But
see, that's something I have to look up, bro. Because I don't like off the top of my head, I can't nothing.
Because I get the upsets. That happens all the time.
But in college basketball, I feel like it happens more often just because it's only one game.
Yeah, I
mean,
you
can have one bad game and the other team come out hot. You can lose even if. Say they're more talented than you, so
that's true. But Kentucky, I mean,
we have the talent. We've always had great talented players, but
you don't have the coaching.
I wouldn't say he's a coach. I just feel like his coaching philosophy hinders him a little bit because every year you got to take a new group of people.
That's true.
And like these individual great 5-star recruits who come from, who are the man where they come from.
And they were playing like.
And they're playing
7th graders.
Yeah, like people who are there way more talented than. And they're coming to a more talented league and they're playing with talented players just like them. And you gotta feel like pretty much take all that talent and try to combine it. And that's a lot harder than having like players that been here, been there, done that, who've been in the program 3 years.
Juniors
who have that experience that they don't have.
You see a lot of SEC teams do that though. Yeah. Like Florida, Alabama, South Carolina. I mean,
and that's just their coaching philosophy. They believe that they rather take the less talented ones and develop them, rather than taking the super talented ones and trying to teach them or integrate them into your coaching philosophy.
I just don't know how Cal has lasted that long. I guess because he brings in a lot of money.
I mean, he first of all, one title is pretty good, but we've had so many Final Four runs. We have so many. I think we went to a couple championships and lost.
Yeah, but when is that like not enough?
It's enough for me because I'm just a regular fan.
I mean, I get it, but I'm just saying.
I don't have the expectations of every year we should win just because we have the most talented players on our team.
But doesn't that make sense? Don't you get talent to win?
But also, there's so many things that go into winning, bro.
I mean, I understand that.
It's more than just talent. There's so many different variables that go into it. It's like, I was talking to somebody, a basketball coach one day. He was one of those coaches who had a haircutting policy. Like any player that has like dreads and shit on his team, he's like, no, you cut that shit if you play for me. And I'm just like, bro, like, you don't know what that does, like, cause when you come out, bro, and you have, you're all fit, you got your hair dreaded, you're feeling good, you're looking good and stuff like that, you play better. I feel like you do. Like, if you're more confident.
Or just less structured.
Yeah. So, like, more structure doesn't necessarily mean, like, that you're going to get the most out of them. Sometimes you got to give them that little bit of freedom.
Yeah.
Or
express themselves.
Let them express themselves. I feel like Cal does that the best.
Maybe he does it too much.
I mean, sometimes I feel like, he does, but I haven't really. There's a couple years where there's been like some locker room issues, but I don't think there has been ever like. Not that I can think of since I've been watching.
So I guess the only knock against Cal is that he always has freshmen.
Yeah, he relies on talent more than player development.
But I'm just saying.
But
Wouldn't you think? How long has he coached?
about 10, 12 years, something
10,
like that.
12 years. He's had one championship. He's had some good runs. He's had some really great teams.
I think he's had what 3, 2, 3,
He's
5,
had,
4.
he's had some good runs. I'm not
Okay.
saying he hasn't, but I'm just saying if you recruit all this talent, and you've seen time and time again, he's had some bad years. He had an NIL year. NIT, sorry, not NIL. NIT.
Yeah, we lost to Robert Mars or whatever.
Yeah, so I mean, you know, you've had some years, and you know, you've had some teams that didn't do great, and you got knocked in the. I'm just like, when is it? For me as a coach, I know I get college basketball is totally different. You can lose any day, blah 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 blah. But if you, I'm like, you know that experience helps you, especially in college.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because.
Well, actually, yeah, you do have a point there because the year we won the national championship was like the year that we had some juniors and seniors on our team.
Yeah.
You remember Darius Miller?
Yeah.
He was on that national championship team, and he was a big part of that.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't think they win it without him, or they don't win it without him.
That was the Davis year, right?
Anthony Davis, Michael Kidd Gilchrist, I think Jeremy
Lamb.
Maybe that's somebody else. But
Was it? No,
Duran. No, that was like Duke or something.
Yeah.
I want to say somebody who's the last name Lamb, but I can't remember who was all on that team. But yeah, we had a lot of
You need experience.
And
that's why you look at teams. Duke has freshmen, you know, and they play with freshmen and they win. But obviously that was Coach K.
Yeah,
but you know,
what do you mean? And that's actually that's a good comparison too, because like it's kind of like Coach K's on he's on like an A plus level.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Or Calipari's like an A minus. We're gonna give him the A minus, bro. Let's give him that.
I talk all this shit, but I'm an Ohio State fan.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
we haven't been relevant.
Yeah, obviously, you guys, you haven't.
Football's our sport.
Yeah, we coming for football, boy. UK football.
Y'all been saying that.
Man, bro, we had a great season last year.
Yeah, when you went to shit.
No, we didn't. We had a great season before that, and then we had an even better season. And this year, bro, we're going to... I mean, look, we can make some preseason predictions. We can do that, bro.
As long as you are in a conference with Alabama, you're not doing anything.
No, you don't know about Alabama.
It's Alabama.
So, what if they lose twice?
As long as Nick Saban is the coach.
Yeah. But there could be years. There were some years when Alabama lost twice.
Here and there.
Yeah, but so who's to say that we played them in the SEC championship?
You'll get waxed.
Who's to say we play LSU?
You'll get waxed.
Well, I hope we wouldn't, because I don't want to see them problems either.
Look,
but,
they played Clemson and waxed them last year.
They did. I seen that with my own.
And Clemson is one of those teams that people are huge on for no reason.
I mean, I don't know. I don't really like Nick Saban. I feel like
he just gets really talented
players. No, he's just perfect. He's just a perfect coach.
That is true. He is ideal.
He gets the best recruits. He got the best schemes. He gets the best players.
His position players are out of this world.
Yeah, bro. Everybody, and it's like every year.
Every year they produce first round receivers.
Exactly, five-star recruits. Like them 5-star recruits, they go to Alabama. They don't
offensive linemen. Like,
everybody. They down there getting them big old cornbread eating motherfuckers, bro.
You just go to.
You try to push them, and you ain't pushing them.
Every southern state, go look for some linemen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro.
Go to Florida, get you some receivers.
Go get them big old country boys down south. That's what they get.
Go to Texas, get your running backs.
Texas football's on some other shit. Yes. There's some Texas high schools I think could be some D2 schools, D1. Well, I don't know about D1, but D2 schools D3. Definitely. There's some high school teams out there who just smash them.
They got players that are like, you ever seen? What's that one baseball movie? Is it Bench Warmers? Bench Warmers? You ever seen that?
I don't think so, bro.
It's got who's it got in it? That's not important. But
you're talking about the nerdy cast? Is that what you're talking about?
One of the players in baseball, he's a Mexican dude. He's like gives a birth certificate and it says I am 12. That's what Texas football is like.
For real, bro.
Yeah. He's like a full grown man.
Hey, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
That's crazy. You know that stuff's happened before. There was like a little scandal where
I think I know what you're talking about. I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, like bro, that's a grown ass man.
Out
there,
a beard,
bro. A whole beard, bro. Just like nah, bro. You can't tell me that motherfucker's 12. Got me out here looking. Yeah, bro. Got me out here looking infurious. I'm like, bro, what the fuck?
Well, we kind of got off track.
We did.
Here, but
oh yeah.
We did talk about the finals. The Warriors obviously won it, and I think that kind of solidifies Steph.
Oh, top 10
in like one of the top players just ever. I think he was kind of already in the conversation of.
He was top 15 before this.
Yeah, but I think just because I hate that rings are kind of like everything. I mean, they are important, but people look at it as like the only thing that's important.
But that's what you're playing for.
I mean,
that's why it is.
I
so
understand,
important.
But you look at Allen Iverson; he didn't win a ring, and he's considered one of the best players ever.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
But if he did, he'd be even higher.
I mean, yeah.
Because accolades really like if you're looking at somebody's career, you got to look at their achievements, bro. Like, sure, stats matter, but like hardware is more. You know, that your name, that banner is gonna be up there forever. Your name's gonna be on that trophy forever. You know, stat line. Somebody's always gonna come around and break some records. You know.
Yeah, but you know, you look at a player like Patrick McCall, and he's got 4 rings. He didn't do shit for it.
True, but
I think it's a different example of a LeBron, a Kobe, a Jordan, a Steph, a Clay, a Dre.
Yeah,
they've actually did something for it, so it's a little different.
It's like people were on that Charles Barkley shit. There's bus drivers and there's passengers.
Yeah.
It's just like if you're the bus driver, you obviously get more credit than.
That's true.
That's like a school project, right? And some guy literally does like all the research, all the writing, all the shit.
Yeah.
Like obviously they're gonna be the better student than the guy who just showed up, put his name on the shit, and he got credit for it.
I put my name on the side.
He was one of those guys. Yeah. I was.
Like I wouldn't be in class most of the time, and then I would just.
You one of them motherfuckers. You get him on my fucking on my assignment, be like, bruh, he ain't about to do nothing.
Yeah,
I would
just go up to the presentation and just stand there.
Just be there. Fuck yeah.
I'm just here so I don't get fired. Yeah.
Marshall.
Yeah, that was me. But yeah, you know. Okay, so here's the thing with Steph for me. So back in their early dynasty. You know, when they were first winning.
Yeah.
I hated the Warriors. I hated them. Only because, you know this, I don't like hype around teams. Like, I don't like well, I'm a Cowboys fan, so that kind of says a lot about me, but.
Hypocrite.
That's not the point. I'm not a stereotypical Dallas fan.
True.
I hate the Cowboys.
I
can't stand them. But, I didn't like the Warriors for a while, but then once I started getting older and maturing, I started to realize like how impactful or like
you start appreciating greatness.
The greatness that I'm watching. You're not going to see. I mean, you're going to see something like it, but like you're not going to see Steph Curry. You're not going to see Klay Thompson. You know, you're not going to see that again. So once I shifted my mindset on that, I really understood like okay, like this dude. You know what I'm saying? So. It took me a while, but I definitely respect greatness now.
Yeah, bro, you gotta have. Same thing with me with LeBron James. Like, I don't like LeBron James. I like him as a person, but like, the only reason why I don't like him is just because he plays for the other team. You know what I mean?
That's how everybody is.
But as far as like him off the court and all,
even his
stuff on the court, it's just like
there's no reason to hate him.
He's a great man. Yeah. So it's like
I tell Kayla all the time, not all the time, but like I've said it a lot. Like when people hate on LeBron, I'm like, why?
Yeah. I used to be a hater.
Just because he only has 3 or 4
rings,
and so many. Who cares? He still has 4.
Yeah, he's still great.
He gives back to his community.
Yeah,
he's still with his wife from high school. He's a great dad.
You don't see him in any scandals. He ain't fucking beating motherfuckers' asses or.
He's just LeBron.
Yeah, he's just a simple great. He's a great man, bro. Like so. I understand your point about that.
It's the same thing with like Steph. And, you know what I'm saying? Like Steph's never. I mean, there's no reason to hate him. You know what I'm saying?
Bro. And to be honest, Steph is probably one of my favorite athletes. I guess ever. Yeah. Like he's in my top 3, bro.
It's just one of the generational. You know what I'm saying? Like
he's great. Yeah, he's great on the court. He's great off the court. He's likable. He's approachable. You don't ever see him like doing some fucked up shit like. to fan like Westbrook, for example. You don't ever see him turn around cussing motherfuckers out, doing crazy shit. He's petty subtly. He'll wear a shirt or something.
But that's Westbrook though. That's like that's just kind of who Westbrook is. Because I think Westbrook off of the court, I think he's one of those people that might be a little misunderstood. Because I think on the court, Westbrook is like you have to kind of be that way.
Well, his competitiveness is probably one of his greatest attributes, really, because he plays every game. He plays hard. He plays with purpose. Yeah. And it's a double-edged sword, and that's why he gets the turnovers. He gets all that stuff.
Yeah. See, and that's a player that I really want to support, just because like I know off of the court. That's not, like, we don't know who these people are.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, we don't.
We don't know who these people are. So Westbrook off the court, I mean, he's a dad. He's got 2 kids. He's married. So I just know. I mean, you don't hear nothing bad about him in a sense of drama, this, that, or the other. So it's just like, as fans, we only see them as players. You know what I'm saying? But, Steph being who he is. I mean,
well, that's it. Like, there's things that I admire about him, especially like the way he is with his family. He's a very family oriented person. And like you don't see that from a lot of athletes. You know, most of the athletes are in the clubs, smashing IG models and shit. Like you don't see the guys who actually like settle down and like start roots and grow a family and build one. That's one thing I look up to him for. Yeah. And that's just like I said. That's why he's one of my favorite athletes.
Yeah. So Steph for you would kind of be like the older generation above us, like. They're Michael Jordan. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Or they're, I don't know. I'm trying to think of like different.
We could say Michael Jordan.
I'm trying to say like just like generational impacts, like influences, like I'm trying to think of a different sport.
Like what?
Like a Barry Sanders or
like a football player that
you know what I'm saying? Just somebody who people of that generation loved. Like everybody loved them. You know what I'm saying? Because like our generation, Larry Fitzgerald. Yeah. People love Larry Fitz just because. I mean, it's just like he does nothing wrong. I mean, he just goes out there, does his job. I mean, he's not.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
Like, would you consider like Dan Marino or like Joe Montana or like a Jerry Rice
or like a somebody who's like beloved pretty much, like on and off the field?
Yeah. Like a Michael Jordan, like a Steph Curry, like a LeBron. Yeah. Like Derek Jeter, I guess.
Yeah, Derek Jeter, that's a good one. Or like even if you wanted to go to MMA, like you ever heard of Israel Adesanya?
Yeah.
That's my
Anderson Silva.
Yeah, him. Like some humble dudes. Khabib. He's a pretty humble guy.
Yeah. So I think that's just one thing that fans I think forget all the time. That they're just humans, and it's like I don't know if you have any other like athletes that
bro, that guy right there, bro. Like
you're from Louisville.
Yeah, I'm from Louisville.
Yeah, so it's like
definitely. Yeah, I remember when he died, bro. Like Louisville has I wouldn't say a lot of crime, but like it's like 100 homicides a year, something like that.
There was no crime that day.
Bro, it was no crime that summer. Like during his funeral, there were like Bloods and Crips and stuff. They were all just hanging out with each other. And I think before Ali died, he said something about he's always wanted to like march down or go down Broadway, something like that, with everybody like like in watching in unison and stuff. So to give that for that to happen after he died, that was probably one of the most memorable moments.
Yeah, it's powerful.
And then like one major reason why I like him so much is he had hands, bro. Like he was,
and he would talk.
Shit. Yeah. He would talk shit and beat your ass while talking shit.
That's the worst.
That guy.
It's gotta be the worst.
There was a fighter who. It was when he changed his name from Cassius Clay to Muhammad Ali. That guy kept calling him Cassius Clay. Yeah. And he kept telling him like, "You gonna say my name, motherfucker?" And like they get into the fight, and he says, "Boom, boom," giving him straight jabs. What's my name? Ended up knocking this guy out. I'm like, bro, that was the most savage thing I've ever seen, bro.
Yeah,
but then like you see his gentle side where like I don't know if you remember, but he talked the guy off of a ledge one time.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Just doing that, and all his Activision stuff, and so he was just great. And then he beat the U.S. government, bro. Well, not beat him, but
he got out of the draft.
Pretty much got out of the draft. They were like, "Yo, go over there." He's like, "Sure, what they do? Right? They ain't do nothing to me, bro. I'm not." But I feel that, bro, and I so that's one thing that I internalize right there.
Yeah,
bro.
that is. I should. I mean, I
bro.
should have said his name kind of first, but yeah, he's definitely one of them people.
Yeah, bro, he's like great, one of the greatest men that ever walked Earth. So
yeah, I think
I give Ali.
It'll kind of be like the same with Jordan, one of them people that a lot of generations will know of. I mean, he's dead now, rest in peace to him, but Jordan's still alive, but people still know, like, the younger generations know who
everybody,
Jordan is.
I feel like Jordan's going to be one of those names that are forever going to be remembered.
Oh my gosh.
So,
yeah, no doubt.
What about you, bro? You got any athletes that you, like, aspire to be? Or?
I remember growing up, I think every kid wanted to be like Michael Vick. White, black, Indian, Mexican, Asian.
Michael Vick?
Oh, well, don't, you know.
I mean, everybody has the, I give him that. Michael Vick,
if you're talking about the dog fighting shit, that was just wrong people.
Yeah.
He wasn't even fighting the dogs, it was just on his property.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like I said, I didn't really know much about that, but when I heard Michael Vick, I don't know, that my head automatically jumps to, like, well, the animal rights people about to...
Yeah, I don't, I don't really care about them because they don't watch football.
Yeah,
like,
true.
if you go back and you watch highlights of Michael Vick,
he was a beast.
Literal human cheat code. Like, that phrase started with him. Like, video game, like, it's just.
Oh, bro, I already know the.
Madden 04.
Remember the Madden, bro? You put the Hail Mary play, and you make them all do that, and you got Michael Vick. You
just start scrambling.
Just gone, bro. Yeah. 20 yards, 30 yards.
Everybody wanted to be like Michael Vick, man.
Yeah, he was, and he actually revolutionized football a bit. Like, I don't think there's a Patrick Mahomes. I don't think there's a Lamar Jackson without a Michael Vick.
Yeah, I mean, I think I would say that too. I mean, obviously there were quarterbacks before him. Like Randall Cunningham,
Donovan McNabb.
Steve Young was. Steve Young was a scrambler too, but. I think Michael Vick really
revolutionized it.
Like he was different.
It was like
they would design plays just for him to roll out and run.
Yeah,
you didn't see that before. Most of the time it was just just a scramble play. But Michael Vick, definitely there would be no Lamar Jacksons, no doubt about it. He definitely. But Daniel Tomlinson,
LT,
because he was just. He was just different.
He was a worker, bro. He was a workhorse. That whole Chargers team was pretty tough, bro. It was we had a young Phillip Rivers, Antonio Gates, Vincent Jackson. On defense, we had Sean Merriman, Quentin Jackson, Antonio Cromartie, which I was really sad when he went to the Jets, bro. I was like, bro, why? I'd let him go for it. But
the team was tough.
Yeah, bro.
The team was really tough.
I was, like I said, I'm Chargers. I don't know why all my teams are California teams. I might as well I just realized that, bro. Chargers, Golden State.
Well, you might need to. Well, your college team is Kentucky. So.
Yeah, but that's because I live here, bro. I imagine if I grew up in California.
You'd probably be a USC fan.
I know, if I grew up in California, I'd probably be like a fucking Boston fan or something. Who knows? I don't know,
Boston.
bro.
Like the Celtics?
I don't know, bro. It's just, I'm weird.
You just like the opposite?
I just like the opposite
coast?
Well, that's actually how I became a UK fan, because most of my family grew up. I was Louisville fans, and I was just being a little asshole. It's like, I like Kentucky, yeah.
I feel that.
And then it just came
I feel that,
bro.
You wanted to be different. Yeah. I don't know. I'm an Ohio State fan. I grew up around it, obviously.
Yeah, bro. It was. I know how big the Howell family and the Ohio State football.
But the thing is, my dad and my uncle, they're Texas fans.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, my dad's from Texas, so.
Oh yeah.
They're Texas Longhorns fans, but I just never really was interested in it. I mean, they had Vince Young. And Ricky Williams.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah,
Ricky Williams.
But
Ricky Williams. Yeah.
Well, it's way back over there.
Yeah. All them drug tests he was doing, smoking all that weed.
Hey, bro, he just wanted to smoke a blunt, bro. I don't understand that. Why can't they smoke a blunt?
It'll probably change eventually.
I mean, it should be. I feel like eventually, I don't really want to get into like the legalization thing, but eventually they should be able to, because there's so many medicinal advantages that, or not advantages, but like purposes that you can use it for.
Yeah, that's true.
Just being stoned.
Yeah,
so.
that's true. I think I'll add another player to that list. Not really my like favorite, but like generational is Shaquille O'Neal.
Yep.
Because I mean, like you were talking about earlier, he kind of changed the rules.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm pretty sure anybody who's watched NBA or NBA highlights has seen a clip of Shaq breaking a backboard.
Yeah.
Like the freaking drop step, and just that whole fucking thing just comes down. I'm like, oh my god.
Did it twice.
Yeah. I mean, he probably did it more than twice. Imagine like.
I think he did it in college.
Yeah. Because I was just thinking like, if they had like AAU and like all American basketball that was as big as it is now back then.
Oh yeah.
I imagine like how many freaking backboards this man would have shattered. Just cause.
Yeah, he was different.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, Shaq. Oh yeah, and then his business mind too, bro. Like he has an entrepreneurship that like he's taking over everything, bro. He's in general commercials. And
oh yeah,
I think he owns a lot of Papa John's
Papa
now.
John's,
like it's just he's a grinder, bro.
He said he's a
workhorse.
He said he never spent the game check.
Yeah, which
was all off of
that's
the
impressive. Like I mean, then he had the albums, right, and then he had what was that movie, bro? I think. Remember that movie when he was a genie?
Yeah.
Shazam! Shazam! But he was bro.
I don't think I ever watched that. But
what, bro? It was a classic, bro.
I heard it was trash.
Well, if I go back and I watch it now, I feel like any
trash.
movie made in the '90s, if I watch it now, I'm gonna be like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's like
that's a good point.
So it's like
he was generational.
it was good for the time that it came out.
That's true. Yeah, he's definitely a businessman. He's just doing side quests now.
Yeah.
Like he went over and I don't know if you saw that video. He delivered the Papa John's pizza to that family.
Yeah.
He was holding a pizza box and it looked like a small, but it was just a normal sized box. And he handed it to a kid and it was like
fucking
really
huge.
put into perspective like how
big he is, bro. Yeah, he was big. Which honestly, I think as far as like if you go talk about his basketball career, he could have been the best center ever, or probably he could have been the best player ever if he actually kept up with his health and diet.
Yeah,
because he kind of, I feel like after Phoenix, well maybe after Miami, right?
Yeah, when he went with Wade.
He started getting overweight, and then Cleveland. He went to Cleveland and Boston. And he never really took care of himself, bro.
Yeah, after that it was over.
Too many Big Macs, Papa John's pizzas.
Yeah, now he's just a businessman.
Yeah,
you know, I don't really like Papa John's, but to each his own. I'm not a big Papa John's
best
fan.
pizza place, bro.
Jets. You ever had Jets?
Yeah, I have had Jets.
Yeah, Jets is gas.
This is pretty good. I mean,
Jets is gas. I've had some good ones like out of state, so I don't really consider those because I've only had them a few times.
Let's stick with pizza franchises.
Jets.
Okay.
No doubt about it. Or Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut.
They've really upped their game, bro.
I don't know, bro.
They've really upped their game.
Pizza Hut. I've had Pizza Hut in a while, but I've always feel like, bro, this is too greasy, bro. It's like super greasy, slimy.
Just take a little paper towel, dab it.
Yeah, but I ain't trying to do that, bro. When I'm hungry, I just want to fucking just pick it up and just straight to sender.
Well, get you a Jets then.
Yeah, bro.
Don't get Papa John's. Shit, Little Caesars is pretty good too. They're the official sponsor of the NFL now. Did you know that?
Really?
Yep.
Little Caesars. Well, hopefully if they get some NFL money, they need to get better ingredients for that shit, bro.
The only thing they're gonna do is raise the prices.
I mean, that is true.
It's gonna be a $7 hot and ready now.
And honestly, Little Caesars does so well because it is so cheap.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, bro, when the struggle's real.
Yeah. Hey.
When the struggle's real, bro, you got $5.
Go get you a pizza.
Hey, go get you a whole pizza.
It don't matter what it's made out of. You're not thinking about that.
Yeah, you don't think about it.
Care.
Just eat that shit.
The heartburn will come later, but that's not your worry.
Yeah, bro. At least you ain't hungry.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, Little Caesars, Jets, Pizza Hut.
I guess we gotta. We're talking about like fast food. I guess we gotta like break it down because there's
tiers.
There's tiers and then there's different types. Like there's like chicken joints. Like when you got like the Indies, the KFCs, the Bojangles, the Zaxby's, Raisin Cane's, all that shit.
Yeah.
You got pizza and you got like a regular American food. I
like
really
burgers,
can't compare it.
burgers
Yeah,
and shit.
burgers and fries.
Yeah, they are all kind of different. 'Cause, you know, if you're talking like a chain chicken spot, you know, like you said, Chick-fil-A, Cane's, all that. I think
What would be your best, or give me top 3 chicken places, bro?
Zaxby's definitely.
Zaxby's. Okay.
Chick-fil-A, no doubt.
Okay.
And other than that, I don't really have.
You don't have a third. You don't eat chicken like that.
I do, but it's like if I'm not eating one of those two, it's just kind of like, okay, well, let's do this place. There's a chicken place here in Lexington called Boozin's. I don't know if you ever eaten there.
I haven't. It's good.
Yeah, it's like southern, like.
You talking about like southern? Oh,
yeah.
bro. If you ever come up to Louisville, I gotta take you to King's Chicken, bro. You gotta go to the hood though.
There's a, I mean, that don't bother me.
It's
but
all good.
there's a place in Radcliffe. It's called Dodge's.
Mm-hmm.
Gas. It's like a gas station, but they have like wings and they're spicy. Every time we go up to Kayla's parents.
Oh, they stay in right?
Yeah, they stay in Radcliffe. So,
bet. Yeah, we gotta. Bro, if you ever up in Louisville, bro, I'm gonna take you to. We gonna go to some spots, bro.
Yeah, I would say Zaxby's, Chick-fil-A. Other than that,
yeah, I guess Chick-fil-A would be my number one. Cause that that chicken's good, and they lying, bro. That customer service, all that
they're
shit.
usually really fast.
It's pretty weird that to be like my pleasure, cause I feel like that's some like blink twice if you need help. Like that's what I want to say to them, bro.
Yeah,
but like, man, that shit, that chicken's fire. I don't know what they be doing, boy. That chicken must live its best life.
Yeah, I swear.
He's sitting there getting a haircut and shit.
Pampered,
bro, getting his toenails painted.
Yep. Then slaughtered.
And then
cooked. Yeah, Chick-fil-A's gas.
Oh yeah, definitely, bro.
I like Chick-fil-A.
That's probably the best chicken, but Zax, I don't really think because I like Raising Cane's better than Zaxby's, but it's like a sauce thing for me. Zaxby sauce is like.
Well, that just says a lot if you have to use sauce to.
I mean, that is true.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that is true, but I have to, even with Zaxby's, I'd have to use sauce. I just prefer Raising Cane's sauce better than Zaxby's.
I used to be a Cane's over Zaxby's, but Zaxby's is. And there's one literally right there.
I mean, that is true. So
it's literally right there.
See, then I feel like that's like access bias because you just like, man, we gotta go that far. Let's go to Zaxby's.
I mean, it might have been at first, but then it became. I started realizing like how good it was.
It's alright. Their fries, okay. One thing that Zaxby's has on Raising Cane's is their fries.
Yeah, their fries are.
But you also gotta do a hit and miss on the fries, bro. Because when they hit, it's like, bro, 10.0, 10 stars all across the board. When they miss, it's like 2.5. Like, bro, I ain't even eating these hoes.
I mean, that's true. I mean, I don't think you can really. I mean, you can hold that against them, but at the same time, you kind of can't. Because, you know, if you get it DoorDashed or if you go and pick it up and you have to wait and then take it home. So it's like.
Yeah, then
I get that.
They're in that small ass box and all the steam and it starts getting all soggy and shit.
So that part, I mean, I get, but I think overall, if everything's fresh.
Oh yeah.
Zaxby's is number one for me.
What about regular fast food, bro?
That's the thing.
Top 3.
That's the thing. Like I used to eat a lot of fast food, like that type of fast food, but I still do eat it, but it's not as much as it used to be.
Yeah. Sure. I'm almost 30. I gotta watch it now, but I still eat it occasionally. But.
I mean, I might say Wendy's for real.
Wendy's, hey bro, that's on my one of my top 3, bro. When it hits, it's pretty good, and even when it misses, it's like still pretty okay.
Cause their fries, if they're not bad, if they're not fresh, they're terrible.
Oh, bro, yeah, it's not.
But if they are fresh,
they got Frosties and shit, bro.
Yeah, that's true. Hardee's has really good burgers too.
Yeah, Hardee's, but I couldn't put Hardee's in mine, bro.
Or Carl's
It's
Jr.
like
forever.
Yeah, it just depends on where you at. See, if I was going fast food burgers or fast food places in general, like, I guess Wendy's would be my number 1 pick. And then Rally's, bro.
Rally's, yeah,
or Checkers or whatever the hell you're
You can get chicken there, though, too.
Yeah, which, like, you can get wings. My thing is, like, the desserts, man, like a shake.
Oh, yeah, their shakes
like, bro, their shakes are thick, boy, like.
Their shakes are something else.
Thick. Like,
real thick.
Motherfucker, get your your whole
Yeah,
neck going,
yeah.
try to suck that motherfucker up the straw.
Yeah,
Like,
pause.
damn, bro.
Yeah, pause.
Yeah, let's not.
No, their shakes are good though.
Edit that
I
out.
get what no, I get what you're saying.
But,
Yeah, their shakes are really good.
But yeah, bro.
Strawberry.
It's,
Strawberry shake.
strawberry. I'm more of a chocolate vanilla kind of dude. But yeah, bro. The rallies and then I'm trying to think. If I had one more burger joint, you ever eaten Frisch's? Frisch's Big Boy?
Man, I haven't eaten Frisch's since I was like 8.
Bro, we got one around the corner from us that we go to all the time.
I went into a Frisch's a while back because I was
Yeah.
door dashing to pick somebody else's order up.
Mhm.
That shit was so dead.
Yeah, I mean nobody used to. It's like Moby Dick, bro. Like I don't ever see nobody eat Moby Dick. Like how y'all still here?
I don't even know what that is.
It's a fish sandwich kind of
Like a Long John's.
like it's kind of, but like it's better than Long John Silver's, bro. Long John Silver's was kind of
I
trash.
used to like them, but they're more. If I do eat something like that, it's Captain D's.
Yeah, I mean Captain D's is pretty good.
Captain
I mean
D's
that's
is
a
good.
kind of what's the seafood restaurant place.
That's totally different. That's grease.
Yeah,
That's what that is.
good old
If you're in the
grease,
mood for some grease, go get
grease
some
and
Captain D's.
clogged arteries,
Yeah.
boy. That's what you about to get over there.
Yeah.
'Cause it's like you pick a motherfucker up, it's like
Yeah.
drip.
Yeah, we don't. I mean, we still eat it, but stuff like that, but not as much. But there are still some go-tos. You know what I mean? Like shit, I'll say McDonald's. I don't care.
McDonald's too.
I
Like
don't care what
McDonald's
nobody says.
McDonald's has been there for me through the struggle.
Always. It's always been
Yeah,
there.
from like even when I was like a little kid, bro.
Yeah,
I've always
childhood.
I wanted I've always wanted a Happy Meal.
Yeah. Every time.
Mom, can we get McDonald's?
Yeah.
You got McDonald's money?
That's generational right there.
Yeah, bro.
Can
I'm
we
pretty
get
sure
some
every
McDonald's?
kid has wanted the Happy Meal or eaten one, which
It's always been there, man. McDonald's has always been there. I hate people that shit on it. I don't care how unhealthy it is. I don't care what it's made out of. If I want a fucking Big Mac, I'm gonna get a fucking Big Mac, bro.
Hey, bro, live your life.
Because I'm not eating them every day. You know what I mean? I'm not going and eating them for
Oh
every
yeah, I
single
mean,
meal.
you ever? I imagine like when you was in school, you ever seen that movie Super Size Me? Yeah.
Literally ate McDonald's 3 meals a day.
Yeah, which I mean, that's excessive, bro. Like that's real. Like you seen his like progression throughout that whole, I guess, documentary. But it was.
And then he get to a point where like he was like sick.
Like when he was,
getting sick.
they were like, "Yo, this is like seriously affecting your health. You
Yeah.
might need to like stop."
Yeah.
And he's just like doing it for the gram.
Yeah, doing it for the clout.
Yeah.
I
So,
think that's what every 600-pound life
yeah,
person
bro.
eats is just McDonald's every single day.
Yeah, which like I said, I don't see. Okay, even if I eat McDonald's too much, I'll get tired of it. Cause there's sometimes where I'm like, man, I ate McDonald's yesterday. I ain't
Yeah.
going to McDonald's again.
Even though when we worked at Nestle, it was like the only option.
Bro, it was what was it? It was McDonald's, Rallies,
Subway.
or Subway. Yeah, and that was it. I do not.
Yeah, unfortunately, I ate a lot of their chicken sandwiches, which again, who knows what it's made out of? But
Yeah,
it
but
was
just,
still,
just not even think about it.
they've got the best fountain Coke.
Who?
McDonald's.
I mean, that's because, bro, they got their own little special deals, bro. McDonald's is shady, bro. Why y'all Coke's better than everybody else's Coke?
And they got the plug, man.
I know, bro.
The owner of Coke probably like
Yeah, he's just like, hey, bro, let me
slides them a little something
come
else.
here, man. Put a little bit more syrup.
Yeah, that's why I'm addicted to their Coke, man.
Yeah, their Cokes is pretty good. I don't know what it is. It's probably some type of special whatever that they got in it.
It's
But
probably Coke.
cocaine.
Yeah.
You talking about like oats?
Yeah.
Nah, man, you going back in the day.
Back in the, yep.
Yeah, bro. My mom, she was around in them times, bro. And she said if you spilled a bottle of Coke, people would slurp it off the ground. That's how addictive it was. I'm like, what? I mean, she was pretty old. She was born in 1938. So
yeah, that's true. She's seen some things.
She's seen some shit.
Yeah,
So
she's
like,
seen some things.
so
I don't blame him. I'd do the same thing. I'd do that today if you spilled McDonald's Coke on the
yeah.
ground.
No.
Some good,
almost gone.
some good shit, man.
Yeah.
Some good shit.
Man, ain't that serious. But I'm not really a Coke drinker. I mean, I'm more of like if I go to McDonald's, I want their Sprites because I feel like their Sprites are just extra crispy.
Yeah.
Give me that hit. I keep saying some shit. I already say pause to.
Keep hitting that shit in my throat.
Keep hitting that shit in my throat, man. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
This shit got a little burn to it. I'm like, yeah, bro. It makes the come out.
Yeah,
You know?
it does. I mean, I'll give it to them.
Yeah.
I mean,
So whatever y'all doing with that, y'all keep doing it. But everything else, I mean, I like McDonald's fries when they hit, but when they miss, I'm like, I don't even eat them hoes. Like, I throw them bitches away.
Packing peanuts.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, even, bruh, like, I knew McDonald's fries don't hit when they're cold. When I give them to a dog and they're like,
sniffing, they don't
they
want
just sniff like, I ain't eating this shit.
That's how you know.
That's how you know they ain't no good.
You gotta
bro.
throw the rest of them away.
Yep, I just throw them bitches.
Dog
in the
don't want
trash.
it. You definitely shouldn't
Oh
want it.
yeah, definitely, bro.
Sure. But yes, you know, Wendy's, Zaxby's, Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Those are my go-tos really.
Have you ever had the Popeyes chicken sandwich?
Still haven't had it.
What, bro? You didn't join the.
No, I can't conform.
I feel it, bro. I was part of the sheeple. I fucking got a chicken sandwich just to see what the hype was.
Was it good?
That's pretty good. It was nice.
Really
But it wasn't on It wasn't on
You didn't wait for it in the line outside.
Oh no, I waited till after the hype was done.
Oh,
Nah, bro, because when I seen that, like, when it first came out, I remember pulling up, and I was on the phone with Coco, and I'm like, yo, I'm about to stop by Popeyes and try me one of the chicken sandwiches, see what all the hype's about. And then, she's like, all right, cool. She told me her order, and I, like, got to the street that it was on. I'm like, bro, what's all this standstill traffic? I'm thinking there's a car accident, right? So I'm in this fucking thing for like a mile. Just stop and go, stop and go, stop and go. And then, like, I'm like, fuck this, bro. I might go somewhere else. I'm done waiting. I go around, and then as I'm going down the street, I'm like, bruh, all this traffic is for this fucking Popeyes, bro. And it
chicken
was
sandwich, man.
that chicken sandwich. So
People be fighting over that shit.
bruh, it was like that episode of Boondocks, bro. I don't know if you've seen that one, but yeah, it's the chicken episode. That was
That's
that's what it was, bro. It was fighting, but Popeyes, bro. I mean, I like Popeyes, but their sides, bro. Like, their chicken's good, but their sides are just horrible. Like, for me, bro, like, if you give me a Popeyes biscuit and no drink,
Yeah.
I'm calling the police.
Yeah, you gotta,
That's attempted murder, bro.
That's a crime.
Cause you gonna choke on that bitch.
Yeah,
You gon'
you need to sip or something.
water.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gon'
Yeah, SpongeBob.
I need water. Yeah, one of those moments, bro.
Yeah,
It was. Yeah, bro. So definitely, bro. You do not. Yeah.
Yeah, Popeyes is good though. I don't eat it that much, but
It's.
we try to cook more. Now I'm getting a little bit older.
Oh yeah. Get that OG status.
We be throwing down in the kitchen though. I ain't even going.
Hey, that's the best thing, bro. You learn so many new recipes and so many like new ways of like fixing shit. Like, it's just. I enjoy it. So
Yeah. Then if you kind of have certain, if you have family along the way,
Mhm.
they have a recipe or something, then you can kind of go
Yeah.
and take it and make it.
Bro, like, that's one thing people don't do anymore. Like, I ain't seen people like passing down like recipe books and shit no more. Like they.
You don't need a recipe book.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
You know
Cause
what I mean?
now to the internet, recipe
You
books
just look 'em
became
up.
pretty
Yeah, you just look them up.
pretty obsolete. But
But
I don't know. I just like the recipe book because like you can see. Because my mom, I think, had one, and like you can see like the progression through it. Like she had some dish that she cooked, and then like you can see some old shit that she scratched out, to like and added some shit to like make it better. And I feel like they don't have that when you do it, or like when you look it up. You don't have that like the years of cultivating this dish to like perfect it.
Trial and error.
Yeah, trial and error. You don't have that. You just got, hey, this is the best one. Try it out and see if it works.
Yeah, that's cool.
And
That
I
is
feel
kinda
like.
cool.
And I feel like when I cook at home and I look up one of them recipes, bro, I'm using every dish in the damn house, bro. I feel like I'm doing dishes for like 30 minutes afterwards,
Yeah,
bro.
because you ain't got the sources that they got.
Yeah, bro. They're like, I gotta make shit up. You gotta whisk it like this. I'm like, I ain't got a whisk. I got a fork though. I'm just.
You gotta get you a whisk, bro.
I mean, I'm a simple dude. I don't need no whisk. A fork will do it.
I got a small one in Georgia you can have.
I'm good, bro. I don't want to take it. Okay, let's gonna be like, bro. Every time we come over, bro, you just gonna.
No, we got
Hook
you.
'em up.
We'll get you a whisk for Christmas or something.
All right, thanks, bro.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
You probably will, bro. I feel like 6 months from now, like Merry Christmas season.
Yeah.
So like, oh man, what you give me?
Yeah, here's a whisk, and
And then
then
whisk with a bowl in it.
we'll do episode 6.
Yeah, if we ever get our shit together, bro. Yeah, there was. We'll get it all together, bro.
Yeah.
We'll get some
Yeah,
episodes cracking.
Yeah, we'll probably went well over the time, but
Oh yeah.
I don't think it was a time limit, but it was definitely. I think the other ones are like an hour 30. It's probably what this one is. If I had to guess.
I think it's an hour 30.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Let's see. Put in the comments
If it's too long.
if it's too long, bro.
Yeah.
Be like.
I think a lot of people use podcasts though, like if they're driving to work and shit.
Yeah, I mean that's what I use them for, bro. Like if I'm at work, like I kind of divide my day up into like I guess segments. Like in the beginning, I'll listen to like music. I'm just trying to get my energy up, get up high, bust time of work, get in a nice flow, and then like after my first break or whatever, then I'll probably put on some podcasts, try to learn something, try to something that I found interesting.
Yeah, that's smart.
Yeah.
That's smart.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten to that point where I'm listening to podcasts all the time, but I guess I'm trying to be that for somebody else. So.
I mean, yeah, bro. I mean, listen, just try to have fun with it. That's what I try to do. Just try to get up here and talk bullshit, cut up, whatever.
But yeah.
But yeah, we definitely did more than.
Yeah, we'll be episode 6, 5, 6. The next one.
The next one's 6. Yeah. Episode 6.
Episode 6 hopefully is sooner than 4 weeks.
Yeah, bro. Like I said, once I move down or get my whole situation settled, then I'll actually have like scheduled times where I want to do these things.
Yeah.
Cause
yeah. Once I get my shit together too, that's like I haven't had a lot of ideas for it anyway. So.
But it helps to have, like I said, the notebook, bro. Get a notebook, cause like when I have conversations with people at work, I'm just like, that'd be a good podcast topic, and then I write it down.
Yeah.
And put my notebook back in my thing, and then that's how I build up that list, bro. Cause it started with like 1 or 2 things, and then I'd have conversations or I'll hear something, and I'm like, I found that interesting.
See, I have.
And then I won't talk about it.
I started one in my phone, but I just haven't touched it since. So. But yeah, we'll be back episode 6 whenever that is. So. I gotta piss.
You gonna sign off or you gonna?
No, I was trying to leave it. I'll just cut that last part out.